Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Code Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation is Maj Mahalla Chauta. Har jan sant milo mere bhai, mera har prabh dasso main bhukh lagai. Meri sarda poor jag jeevan daate, mil har darshan man pijhe jiyo. ਮਿਲ ਸਤ ਸੰਗ ਬੋਲੀ ਹਰ ਬਾਣੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਕਥਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਭਾਣੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਹਰ ਮਨ ਭਾਵੈ ਮਿਲ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਪੀਜੈ ਜੀਓ ਵਡ ਭਾਗੀ ਹਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਪਾਵੈ ਭਾਗਹੀਨ ਭਰਮ ਚੋਟਾਂ ਖਾਵੈ ਬਿਨ ਭਾਗਾ ਸਤ ਸੰਗ ਨ ਲੱਭੈ ਬਿਨ ਸੰਗਤ ਮੈਲ ਭਰੀਜੈ ਜੀਓ ਮੈਂ ਆਏ ਮਿਲੋ ਜਗ ਜੀਵਨ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਦਇਆ ਮਨ ਧਾਰੇ ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਨਾਮ ਮੀਠਾ ਮਨ ਭਾਇਆ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਮਨ ਭੀਜੈ ਜੀਓ. So the first section in this Shabad we see echoes some of the same sentiments that we have seen in previous passages, namely one of yearning or longing for self-realization. And the call is always to the enlightener, the Satgur, who here has been addressed as Harjan Sant, or the servant of the Har Self. It would be worthwhile to spend a couple of minutes on these terms, because this phrase, Harjan Sant, is a telling example of the polysemic approach that the Sikh gurus have used in their teachings. By polysemic, I mean the use of existing terminology to invest it with different meanings. And so this is one example that we will look at. Har, for example, is a term used in Shaivite traditions to denote the primal Shiva. But in Gurmat, it indicates the inner self that exists in everyone. Jan literally means a man or a person or a creature, and is derived from Janani, one who is born. And Sant, in its broadest sense, means that which is genuine, which is pure, which is virtuous. Sant also refers to the 15 Bhagats whose compositions have been juxtaposed in Gurbani along with the Shabads of the Gurus. In the context of this passage, however, the Sant is the Gur enlightener, the Satgur, one who embodies the genuine virtues of the Har Self, or one whose mind is born out of the wisdom of the Har Self. So you see the play of words here. So the Gur, or the enlightener, could be somebody who is born out of this wisdom, whose mind has imbibed this wisdom, and therefore is virtuous, pure. Har Sant, Harjan Sant. Now, in seeking an enlightener, and the fact that Gurbani is constantly emphasizing the need for an enlightener, is important, because guidance on this path is important. While we have the presence of the Guru Granth Sahib as a guide, it still requires engagement. I mean, we only have to look around to see and realize that most of us don't even have basic conceptual clarity about the tenets of Gurmat and can get lost. As we cautioned just a moment ago, Gurbani has taken existing terminology and redefined it. But unless you know how it has been redefined, you're very likely to lapse into old ways of thinking. One example here is the fact that we are using Har as the inner self, not as an outer entity out there. That's a huge difference. So that has to be borne in mind. And therefore, there is a need for like-minded people, congregation, where you get together, engage in the reflection of Gurbani, in the singing of Gurbani, in the exchange of ideas, because where there is a congregation that is single-minded in its objective to reflect on the Shabad, the Gur Enlightener is also mystically present there. So therefore, guidance is all important. And ultimately, guidance is essential because it connects you with your own guide within, the Satgur within. That's the point. Because at bottom, ultimately, there exists in all of us something that is not teachable, but has to be discovered, and that is the herself. So that cannot be taught. It has to be learnt, because we are all unique. We have unique histories. We have unique associations, unique emotions. And so therefore we have to really, really deal with ourselves. And that is what we had spoken of in the previous passage. So in a sense, this is extending the same idea forward. And little by little, we'll put the puzzle together. With those thoughts, until the next time, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.